Hi there. We're looking at determining intercepts from a factored form of a quadratic. And there's enough tricky stuff in here that this needs its own video because they've got some tricky ways of asking these questions. If we go back and we look at our general factored form here, we know that y is equal to a multiplied by x minus the first root and x minus the second root. So that the roots are RO and SO. But you'll see here we got negative x plus 1. And that actually changes things. And let me show you how to do these when you have some tricky cases. If you know that, the y-intercept, oh, it wants the y-intercept in this case, so I don't actually care about the x-intercept. All right, so to find the y-intercept here, you probably want to just convert to standard form. Watch this, x plus 3 times negative x plus 1 equals y. We want to know when does x equal 0, what does y equal? That's going to give us the intercept here, okay? And so this is going to be some parabola that has roots, and it looks like this. So where is that point? That point will happen when x is equal to 0, because that's everything along the y-axis is when x equals 0. So let's just put in 0 for x. So we will have 0 plus 3 times negative 0 plus 1. No such thing as negative 0. It's equal to y. Oh, this works out to 3. So this the y-intercept up here is going to be the point 0 in the x, 3 in the y. So we want that point. 0, 3. There it is. Submit that answer. Yes. So that's how you'll find a y-intercept. Okay. Let's see when it asks for the y-intercept of the following equation. Well, at x equals 0, so you have 5 times negative 5, so it'll be negative 15. 0 in the x, negative 15 in the y. Let's see if we can find one with x-intercepts. There, y-intercept? Oh, there we go, the x-intercepts of this equation. So here, if I want to find the x-intercepts of these, it's actually a little bit tricky. So let's take a look at what we're looking at here. So we're going to get our paper out, and this is how I would approach these ones. If you know that you've got an x-intercept, then y is equal to 0. So x minus negative x plus 3 and negative x minus 1 are somehow equal to 0. And there's two ways to do that. Either that's 0 or that's 0. So let's try it. If the first one's equal to 0, then negative x plus 3 is equal to 0. Let's try subtracting 3 from both sides. So we will have negative x is equal to negative 3, and then multiply both sides by negative 1. Flip the signs on both sides. X is equal to 3. So that's one of our roots, is at 3, 0. And let's try the other one. Okay, negative x minus 1 could also be equal to 0. That's if this is equal to 0. Add 1 to both sides. That will isolate our x and get our numbers on one side and our x's on the other. So negative x is equal to 1. And then flip the signs on both sides to get x is equal to negative 1. So that will give us the point negative 1 in the x, 0 in the y. I've got my 2 points there and there. Let's go hunting for the right multiple choice. There it is right there. Boom. Submit the answer. Yes. Hooray! So that's how I would recommend you resolve these questions, because they're deliberately not giving it to you in quite the right factored form. They're having negative x's in there. So work them out independently. And if you have any questions, hit me up by email. Bye for now, everyone.